Have you ever wondered why we make the decisions we do? What governs our thought process and behavior? Welcome to an exploration of the mind's inner workings through the lens of Fast and Slow: Two Ways of Thinking by Daniel Kahneman. Today we're diving into a summary and analysis of this transformative book, unraveling the mysteries of our cognitive process. By the end of this video, you'll gain insights into the two systems that drive the way we think. System 1, which is fast and intuitive, and System 2, which is slow and deliberate. But before we delve into the book, let's get to know the author. Daniel Kahneman, the mind behind Fast and Slow: Two Ways of Thinking, is a man of many accomplishments. Born in Tel Aviv, but raised in France, Kahneman's early life was marked by the tumult of the Second World War, experiences that would later shape his understanding of human behavior under stress. Kahneman is a psychologist by training, but his work has had a profound impact across a range of disciplines. He is best known for his work on the psychology of judgment and decision-making, which earned him the Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences in 2002, a rare accolade for a psychologist. His work with Amos Tversky on prospect theory, which explains how people make choices involving risk, has reshaped fields from economics to law to medicine. Now, onto the book that we are discussing today, Fast and Slow: Two Ways of Thinking. Kahneman wrote this book in 2011, nearly a decade after winning the Nobel Prize. The book is a culmination of his lifetime's work, distilling complex psychological research into a digestible narrative that speaks to everyone. In Fast and Slow: Two Ways of Thinking, Kahneman takes us on a tour of the mind, illustrating the two systems that drive the way we think. System 1, which is fast, intuitive, and emotional, and System 2, which is slow, deliberative, and logical. Kahneman wrote the book with a clear purpose: to improve the understanding of how our minds work, and how this knowledge can be applied to improve decision-making in our personal and professional lives. Now that we know about the author and the context of the book, let's dive into the summary. The book is divided into 5 parts, each highlighting a different aspect of our thinking process. Let's dive into each one, shall we? Part 1, titled Two Systems, introduces us to the two characters of our mental drama, System 1 and System 2. System 1 is our intuitive, automatic, and fast-thinking mind. It's the one that makes snap judgments and quick decisions without us even realizing it. System 2, on the other hand, is slow, deliberate, and effortful. It's the one that takes over when we need to solve complex problems or make important decisions. In Part 2, Heuristics and Biases, Kahneman explores the shortcuts our brain takes when making judgments and decisions. He introduces concepts like the availability heuristic, which is our tendency to make judgments based on how easily something comes to mind, and anchoring, our habit of relying too heavily on the first piece of information we encounter. Part 3, Overconfidence, delves into the pitfalls of overestimating our abilities and the accuracy of our beliefs. Kahneman explains how we often ignore the role of luck and randomness in our successes and failures, leading to an inflated sense of skill and control. Moving on to Part 4, Choices, Kahneman discusses how we make choices and decisions. He introduces prospect theory, a groundbreaking idea that challenges traditional economic theory. According to prospect theory, we're more driven to avoid losses than to achieve gains, and our choices are influenced more by the potential outcome's emotional impact than their actual value. Finally, in Part 5, Two Selves, Kahneman distinguishes between our experiencing self and our remembering self. Our experiencing self lives in the present, while our remembering self looks back and tells the story of our life. These two selves often have different perspectives on the same events, leading to a conflict between what we want now and what we'll value in hindsight. Throughout the book, Kahneman sprinkles in thought-provoking quotes like, "Nothing in life is as important as you think it is while you are thinking about it," and "Our comforting conviction that the world makes sense rests on a secure foundation, our almost unlimited ability to ignore our ignorance." These are the main points that Kahneman discusses in his book. But what do they mean, and how do they apply to our everyday lives? Now that we have summarized the book, it's time to analyze and interpret its themes. One of the central themes of Daniel Kahneman's Fast and Slow: Two Ways of Thinking is the dichotomy between two modes of thought: the intuitive, fast System 1 and the deliberate, slow System 2. Kahneman explores how these two systems shape our judgments and decision-making, revealing that we often overtrust our instincts and ignore our capacity for critical thinking. Another pivotal theme is the influence of cognitive biases on our decisions. Kahneman illustrates how our minds, while remarkable, are prone to errors that can lead us astray. He discusses a range of biases like anchoring, availability, and confirmation, showing us just how much these unconscious biases can color our perspectives and sway our decisions. Furthermore, Kahneman delves into the concept of prospect theory, a groundbreaking idea that won him the Nobel Prize. This theory challenges the traditional economic view of humans as rational actors, suggesting instead that we are loss-averse and make decisions based on perceived gains rather than potential losses. In terms of the messages or morals Kahneman tries to convey, it's clear he aims to shed light on the workings of our mind, to help us understand why we think the way we do and how we can better navigate our decision-making processes. He encourages us to question our instincts, to be aware of our biases, and to appreciate the power and limitations of both our fast and slow thinking systems. My own interpretation of this book is that it is a profound exploration of human cognition. Kahneman doesn't just explain psychological concepts, he makes them relatable and applicable to our daily lives. He encourages us to reflect on our own thinking processes and to recognize the potential pitfalls in our decision-making. In my opinion, Kahneman's work is both enlightening and empowering. It gives us the tools to understand our own minds better, and in doing so, allows us to make more informed and rational decisions. It's a book that, in my view, everyone should read, regardless of their interest in psychology, because it's about understanding ourselves better. In conclusion, Fast and Slow: Two Ways of Thinking is an insightful book that delves into the intricacies of human cognition. It explores the interplay between our intuitive and deliberate thinking systems, the influence of cognitive biases on our decisions, and the implications of prospect theory for decision-making. This book not only makes us aware of our thinking process, but also makes us question our decision-making habits. So that was Fast and Slow: Two Ways of Thinking by Daniel Kahneman in a nutshell. A book that explores the intricacies of cognitive biases, heuristics, and decision-making processes. It gives us a glimpse into the two systems of our mind, the impulsive, quick-thinking System 1 and the deliberate, logical System 2. Kahneman unravels how these systems shape our judgments and decision-making. This book is a must-read for anyone interested in understanding the complexities of human thought processes. It's a treasure trove of insights for those in fields like psychology, economics, and business, but it also offers valuable wisdom for the everyday reader seeking to make better decisions in life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more book summaries and analyses. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on the book.